Ai realizes that the world revolves around money and shares her concern about not making enough with Miyako. Ai tells her that at this pace, she would not be able to make enough to send her children to the best college. To give them a great life, she needs to make more. Ai heads off for her lesson, and the twins confront Miyako about why their mother is not making enough. She explains to them that idol groups often end up not making into the industry, and moving forth by leaving the group behind has its own troubles. To make it into the industry, a girl should have something special, something unique. During the break, Ai checks her phone, and one comment catches her attention that stated that Ai's smile does not feel real. It said that Ai's performance lacks human feelings. Ai knows it very well and gets sad to know that people are noticing how she is just a liar. At a sales promotion event, the twins force Miyako to take them to the shoot. She tells them to stay low-key, so no cheering, running, or speaking. The director of the agency, Miyako's husband, will be really angry at her if he comes to know that she took them to the shoot. Goro, or let's call him an Aqua from now on, as he likes being Aqua more than being Goro. Aqua agrees and tells Ruby that if anyone found out about their relationship with Ai, it would not bid well for her. Ruby tells him that she is only worried as Ai has been really sad recently. That is why she came here. She is clearly not here to have fun. Ai's performance begins and everyone gets pumped up. Meanwhile, Ai keeps thinking about that comment she read earlier. She knows that she is not a perfect human. She knows that she is just putting up an act. She knows that she gets in front of a mirror to make her smile perfect every millimeter. She knows she is just a great liar. Suddenly, her attention diverts to the two babies in the audience with small lights in their hand, dancing around and going crazy over her performance. The audience is surprised to see that B. Komachi has even managed to get such a reaction from infants. Meanwhile, Miyako loses her words upon seeing the kids who were just here because they were worried, apparently, but in truth, they are enjoying it more than anyone else. Ruby and Aqua realize that they got a little too carried away. Ai is amazed to see them enjoying this much and thinks that her babies are really kawaii. This thought brings the first ever real smile on Ai's face. The baby's video got more than 2 million views and was retweeted more than 210,000 times. Ichigo drags Miyako to the other room to have a talk with her, while Ai sees a picture of her smiling at her babies. Below the picture, the same person who commented on her fake smile writes that this is it. This is what she was missing. Ai realizes that to put up a real smile, all she needs to do is think of her babies. A year passed and Ruby and Aqua can now freely walk and talk in front of others. Ruby rushes over to Ai, asking her to pat her head, and gets carried away. She uses a difficult phrase that Ai notices and asks how she knows about it. Ruby and Aqua get scared that Ai might realize the truth, but Kawaii Baka Ai thinks that she passed her genius genes to Ruby. Since then, Ai started getting more gigs, and she finally got a minor role in a serial drama. Miyako drives Ai to the shoot, and upon insisting the kids too, she reminds them not to disclose their real identity and that she is their mother. The twins tease her a bit by calling her Mama repeatedly, and Ai joins in that she wants head pats from Mama Miyoko too. At the set, the twins are received nicely because of how cute they are. Aqua cannot handle Ruby's cutie pie act, so he walks out of the room and bumps into the director. The director tells him that if he tries to cry, he will throw him out. Aqua's immensely detailed apology intrigues the director, and he offers Aqua to work as an actor. Aqua holds onto the card, and they both have a man-to-man talk, or more precisely, man-to-reincarnated man in a child's body talk. The director asks how Aqua has such a rich vocabulary, and Aqua gives the credit to YouTube. The director then breaks down the hierarchy, telling him that a newcomer like Ai only has to bring freshness to the scene, while the focus remains on the main girl. Most of the newcomers do not end up successful. However, Aqua is contended that Ai has everything that takes to be the best. The scene begins and Ai slays it. Instead of looking cute for tons of people, she just has to look cute for the camera, and that's easier for her. The episode finally airs and Ruby and Aqua join Ai to watch it. However, she was not given a lot of screen time, just one shot, and that too was a faraway shot, not even a close-up. Ruby gets mad while Aqua picks up the phone and immediately calls the director and gives him an earful. The director shares that he is also sad over the fact that they had to cut most of Ai's part. The reason was the pressure from big agency of the main girl. The focus has to remain on the main girl being promoted, and if someone else looks more cute and prettier, their investment would be in vain. So the director was pressurized into cutting Ai's scene because she was just too good. The director, who also feels bad, offers Aqua a role for Ai in his movie. However, there's a condition. Aqua has to take the role in that movie too. Aqua accepts, and the director shares that in the industry, there are few super heavyweight directors and some low-budget directors. Aqua guesses wrong, and the director proudly states that he is, indeed, a low-budget director. Miyako joins them and thanks him for keeping company to Aqua. He has always been good with talking to older people. Back when he used to be Goro, he would often engage with older patients, and that skill is finally proving to be useful. In the dressing room, Ruby rolls on the floor and cries, yelling that she wants to go to Mama. Aqua tells her that Ai is not shotting today, so she has to wait until they are done. They are interrupted by another girl of their age. This girl is also in the movie named Kana Arima. Kana is a well-known actress who has been casted in many movies. Ruby shares that she has seen her in the movies before and she dislikes actresses who are so fake. Kana is angry that the script was edited and Ai and Aqua were added into it. She then disrespects Ai, saying that her small one-shot scene in the drama must mean that she is very bad at acting. Aqua and Ruby put all their strength and patience into not killing Kana at this moment. During the scene, Kana acts perfectly, giving the exact creepy vibe that the role demanded. Aqua thinks to himself that he is not such a good actor, that the director insisted on him taking this role, that it's a creepy child who scares the lady. Aqua realizes that the director wants him to act natural, meaning that Aqua is naturally weird enough to pull off this role. Aqua acts natural in the scene, which sends chills to the girl's spine. Everyone is impressed by Aqua's acting. Kana realizes that her act has been overshadowed by Aqua's great performance and starts crying while requesting to do a retake. After the shoot ends, the director compliments Aqua for understanding what he envisioned. Reading someone's intentions contributes to great communication skills, and he advises Aqua that rather than one who does amazing acting, he should become who can act just as envisioned. 3 years have passed and the film is very well received. The director is even nominated for the prize at some awards ceremony. Aqua's acting was great in the movie, but what carried the movie was Ai's amazing performance. Since then, she has landed a lot more work and now she is a major up-and-coming media personality. I will soon be 20 in a few weeks. Aqua checks his phone and finds out that his corpse has not been found yet. The twins have joined a preschool. On the swings, Aqua asks Ruby how old was she when she died. Ruby realizes that if she tells her real age of 12, he will think of her as kid and get the older brother command, so she responds that she is an adult woman while clearly acting as a child and escapes the question by using the ultimate women card, saying that asking about a woman's age is very insensitive and he should not pry in her previous life. This makes Aqua realize that he gets depressed too whenever he thinks about his previous life. That's how much he has come to like his current life. He opens the book he is currently reading, thinking that comparing his days at a demanding job, all he does now is eat, sleep, and read books, much easier than before. Meanwhile, the women near the swings are shocked seeing a preschooler read Natsuhiko Kyogoku's novel. At the dance class, Sensei compliments students for performing so well, saying that soon her families will come to watch their dance as well. Ruby runs away from the room. Aqua follows her and asks why she ran away. She tells him that she has never danced before. Aqua asks if she always stayed cooped up in her room in her previous life. Little did he know that this is actually the truth, and he was the closest person to witness that. This reminds Ruby of how she always remained in her hospital room, trying very hard just to walk, let alone dance. Aqua tries to convince her that she has a long life ahead, so she should at least try. Later that night, Ruby tries to dance but ends up falling on floor when Ai enters her room. Ai shares that she is performing an old song at their next concert, so they should practice together. Ruby clearly observes Ai's dance and points out that her choreography is a bit off. Ai is impressed that Ruby remembers such minute detail, and Ruby thinks to herself that why shouldn't she remember? After all, she watched her concerts thousands of times at the hospital. Ruby tries to imitate her moves and falls again, and Ai notices that with the way Ruby moves, it's like she is ready to fall at any time. Falling every time she tries, that's exactly how she spent her previous life. Ai picks her up and tells her to trust her and practice. Ruby spent the majority of her life in the hospital rooms. Her body was disabled, never doing what she wanted to do. Lying in bed, she would long for the day when she could dance like Ai, and now finally with Ai teaching, she has seen that day. Her moves got better, and she is no longer falling. Aqua notices her excellent dancing moves in her room at night. With great acting skills and exceptional dance moves, Aqua gets a scary thought. We don't know that thought yet. Ai notices her twins talking about their father, and they even go far to the point where they think that their mother is still a virgin and there was never a guy. Hearing this odd conclusion, Ai decides to contact their father, telling him that she does not want to get together, but he could come and see their genius kids. She tells him her new address and asks him to visit anytime, as their kids are smart enough to understand their situation. Ai has over 1 million followers now and is becoming headlines. Ichigo wants to celebrate by drinking, but Miyako takes the morizo away, telling him that Ai is still under 20 and they should wait a week until she finally turns 20. Ichigo is really happy about the next B Komachi concert at Dome. As it was his dream to have an idol, he nurtured make it to a dome. Ai thinks to herself that she never thought she would be suited to be an idol. Even when Ichigo approached her to join the group he is forming called B Komachi, she tries to scare him away by saying that she had a single parent from start, then her mom got arrested for theft and she was put in an orphanage while she was away. Even after her release, her mom never came to pick her up from the children's home. Therefore, she has no memory of being loved or loving someone. Someone like her could never be an idol. However, Ichigo tells her that most idols are liars and love is lies. She could lie about loving her fans, and he gives her hope that maybe someday her lies will turn into truth. Hence, she became an idol. However, her lie has not become a truth yet. Even till this day, she has not told her children that she loves them. At the day of concert, the doorbell rings and a man are at the door with flowers. This man might be their father, and with a wholesome reunion, the episode ends. I wish. I remembers the good times with her new family, twins' first birthday, sleeping with them, bathing with them, going out with them, Aqua's amazing acting, Ruby's amazing dance performance, and everything. I opens the door for the hooded man with flowers. From behind the flowers comes a dagger that stabs A. Blood starts to accumulate on floor while the man, the stalker who killed Aqua too, complains about I having kids and being a fake. I tells him that he is right, she is not pure. She is dishonest and dirty. All she did was tell lies, hoping that the lies would turn into truth. In her own way, she thought she was expressing love, and even now, she wants to love him and everyone else. The stalker is shocked when I reveals that she remembers him from the handshake events and she loved the Star Sand present he got her. She has still got it displayed in her living room. The stalker regrets what he did and runs away. While bleeding, she tells Aqua that he should become an actor and tells Ruby on the other side of door that she wanted her to become an idol so they could dance together. She wanted everyone to know that they are her children. She wanted to see them grow old and have tons of great memories with them. Finally, she tells them that she loves them and smiles as she has finally managed to say it. With that, the stars in her eyes fade and I passes on to the other side. Her murder was all over the news and the culprit was found dead as well, as he committed suicide after murdering I. The response from the public was sympathetic in general. Miyako offers the twins that they could become her children, if it is okay with them. The snowfall starts, which covered the death of Ai soon enough. At the funeral, Aqua realizes something. How did the stalker know about A's pregnancy? How did he know about her family name? How did he know about her new address? It becomes obvious to him that someone was feeding information to him. By process of elimination, he concludes that the real culprit is their father, who is also a part of this industry. Aqua gets a new goal to live in this world. He decides that he will not die until he kills their bastard father with his own hands. Aqua then approaches the director and asks if he could take him in. Years have passed and Aqua and Ruby have aged up as handsome high schoolers. As they are about to leave for the first day at high school, they say that they are heading out mom while facing the picture of them with Ai. And thus the prologue concludes.